Got a simple but powerful video for you guys today. I want to keep it a little bit more calm, relaxed. That's kind of the point of this video, is to give you thought to just help you calm down, relax, take it a little bit more easily, not take life so seriously, and enjoy the moment a little bit more. And let me get into it before I get too weird here. It's the thought, I heard this thought the other day and it's really stuck with me, and I just felt like it was just like freeing. And it's a thought that you think you need it to survive. You think you need it to survive. Say it again. You think you need it to survive. To me, this is a very thought-provoking thought. And what do I really mean by that? Like, granted, you need food, you need water, and probably shelter so you can survive. Though if you really take a look at all the things in your life that are really stressing you out, you don't really need them. You don't really need to stress out about this. And I'm going to take this to some extremes right now, right? Let's say you're watching this as a man right now and you're having problems with your wife and your kids. You don't need them. You're having problems with your parents. I mean, iffy subject, because maybe you are dependent on your parents, though you don't need them. Maybe you need to take actions in your life so that you can be independent and you can truly embody that and embrace that and feel that. Though we live in a culture today where you don't need him, you don't need her, you don't need it, you don't need that. This TV here, I don't know if you can see that well, probably, I know you only really see the outline of that, but that TV likes to tell me, likes to tell you, likes to tell us a lot of things. Likes to tell us that we need a lot of money, likes to tell us we need really nice cars, really nice houses, that our wife and children, husband and children, need to be the most beautiful, attractive people in the world, the most smartest and intelligent people. And you really don't need all that stuff. If you really just assess your life, another really thought-provoking thought is the fact that all the problems that you've had in your life, everything that you thought was the worst thing that could possibly ever happen to you, on a subconscious level you believed was going to end your life, did not. You're still alive, you're still here, you're still breathing, you still have the ability to go enjoy your life, go do whatever you want to do, though not from this place of you need to go do those things, but you're just doing it because you'd like to, because you want to. And I'm really making this video right now, like I said, it's going to be more of a calm, more of a chilled one right now, just to kind of tell you guys right now that you don't need whatever it is you think you need to survive. If you want me to make this more personal, feel free to leave me a comment and we can make this more personal towards you. Though I just really wanted to say for this video, whatever you think it is, whatever it is in your life that's stressing you out, whatever it is in your life that's driving you crazy, making you lose your hair, age faster, wrinkle faster, making you go binge eat food or possibly binge on alcohol or drugs, and it's just driving you crazy, you don't need that thing in your life. You don't need to stay at the job that you're at. You don't need to stay living where you live. Just for extra emphasis, you don't need to stay working where you work. You don't need to be friends with the people you're friends with. You don't need to be family with the people you're family with. You don't need to go to that gym you go to a different gym. You don't need to shop at that supermarket. You don't need to go to that school. You don't need to deal with your boss's BS. You don't need to deal with your wife's BS, with your children's BS. I mean, granted, some people take a moral stance to that last one. They're like, I should take care of my children. I should take care of my wife. And I'm going to take an extra moral stance to that. I kind of feel like if someone's truly your real child, that's your real child, not like you married and you got stuck with a child, if that's your real child, I would agree with that. I would say you are responsible for the well-being of that child and you should take some responsibility for that child. Though if your wife, your husband is driving you crazy, you don't need to be with that person. Your life, a lot of us, we live our lives as if we're never gonna die. I honestly think that's really kind of like one of the biggest lies we got going on, is we sort of believe we're never gonna die. And it's like we may consciously know it, but we don't consciously act on that idea that you only have one life to live, you only have so much time to live, you have no idea how long you have to live. You can try to increase your life, but you can die in a freak accident. You have no idea how long you have. And it's just a complete waste of your entire life. It's a waste of existence. It's a waste of a human being. It's a waste of the amount of infinite intelligence and ability you have in here and in here for you to spend your life just doing things you don't want to do. And being places you don't want to be. Being around people you don't want to be around. And I just really want to say is you don't need those people. You think you need it. You think you need it. You think you have no choice but to stay with your wife and you're stuck with her because you got married, because you had kids already. If you leave her, she's going to take half of your stuff. And you're still going to have to pay child support. So what? Honestly, do I want to pay child support, alimony money to a woman? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay child support. I don't have to do that. I'd rather, if I have kids, I'd rather actually have them. If I'm married to a woman, I'd actually rather be with her. Though, where are you better off? Like, forget right now in this moment. Think about at the end of your life while you're in your deathbed for a moment. Can you imagine yourself there? Sitting inside of a coffin? Sitting in a hospital bed taking your last breaths? What's going to make you the happiest? If you spend your life, that's really truly just a whole question right there alone. What's going to make you the happiest in your life? And I'm making this personal examples, but maybe your example is you want to go be an artist. And I just love the idea of saying artist because that's so freeing, I kind of feel like there's an art to making YouTube videos. There's an art to making video games. There's an art to designing clothes. There's an art to just being an actual painter, the actual definition of an artist. There's an art to someone who wants to sculpt their body and be a model. There's an art, whatever you want to do. What is it you truly want to do? And, getting on more of a personal situation, but related to your own situation. Are you going to be happy knowing that what do you want at the end of your life? Are you really going to sit there in your deathbed and be like, thank you God, thank you Jesus, thank you universe, because I didn't have to pay child support throughout my life, because I didn't have to pay alimony money to a wife I hate? No, instead I just stayed with her. Or would you rather just pay the money, not worried about it, quit that job, take the loss in the money, but go be happier somewhere, go find friends that make you feel good, that don't make you feel bad. Go find a wife or a husband that makes you feel good and doesn't make you feel bad. Go actually enjoy your life. Go do the things you want to do, Go on those adventures that you want to go on before you die. Go visit that place you want to visit before you die. Go to that country, go to that state. Go do that activity, snowboarding, skiing, surfing, whatever that thing is you want to do, skydiving before you die. Go do it. Kind of really, I think a good way to wrap up this video is one of my friends. I the last couple years I've barely seen him, and we went out to this place. We went out and I saw that there was a indoor skydiving, and I just looked at him and I said, why have we never done this? Just why didn't we go do that experience? Why are we not living our lives? Why are we just here playing Call of Duty? Yeah, sure, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes money. You could rack up all these excuses about everything that it took, but if you're sitting there in your deathbed, are you going to be happier sitting there thinking to yourself, wow, I really saved every dollar I could in this lifetime. Wow, I really made every dollar I could at my regular job that I hate, and I didn't quit it to go start a business. I'm so glad I did the safe thing. Wow, I'm so happy that I have a wife even though I hate her and she hates me. Wow, I'm so happy I never left my kids even though I'm miserable every single day of my life. Like, what are you really going to say to yourself? What are you really going to think? Like, take yourself out of this moment right now. And that's ironic thing for me to say, because I usually try to teach being more present to the moment, though sometimes it could be helpful to take yourself out of this moment. Imagine yourself 50 years from now, which is something I could say. Maybe you can't even say that. Maybe you can only imagine yourself 5-10 years from now, just because your health isn't there that you can see yourself living 50 years from now. I don't know. I'm not predicting anything. For all I know, you're 100 years old and you're going to live to 150 years old. I don't really know anything about you. Don't know your personal situations. Don't know how you take care of yourself. Though I'm just here to ask you, when you're sitting there in your deathbed, what are you really going to look back at in your life and be proud that you did? Be glad that you did? What are you really going to enjoy? Like, wouldn't you much rather say, like, I'm so glad I left that situation. I'm so glad I stopped being friends with those people. I'm so glad I stopped being married to that person. I'm so glad that I found other friends, other spouses, other relationships that just made me so much more happier and fulfilled in my life. I'm so glad that I went and did that adventure that I always wanted to do. And I'm so glad that I made the most out of my life. Like, to me, like, this means a lot more than the little sad, pity, moral decisions that we make just because society tells us it's the right thing to do, because your friends and your families tell you it's the right thing to do. If you spend your entire life just doing what other people tell you to do, in my personal opinion, and I'm saying this from experience, I'm not calling you out, I'm calling myself out on this one. I'm 29 years old right now as I'm making this video, and I personally feel like I haven't really spent that much time in my life just doing what I want to do. Just being as free and independent as I can be. Just really living my life to the fullest and seizing every opportunity I have to go experience and enjoy more. I definitely have not been doing that. I've definitely thrown away and missed countless hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of opportunities, more than I can even remember, to go do something that I wish I did. And I'm trying to change my life, rephrase my mindset. I'm trying to fix my mindset, because I think it all starts in here. To having a mindset of, I'm going to go do that thing I want to do. I'm going to go take those risks. I'm going to go try. I'm going to go live my life to the fullest potential I have, and I'm going to go try to enjoy it as much as I can. And that's not to say to take it to the extreme, that's not saying that I'm going to enjoy my life as much as I can, so I'm just going to go become a drug addict because that seems enjoyable. Like, you do it within reason. You still have to make money in this society. You probably still eventually want to marry somebody. You still probably want to have kids with someone. Maybe you still want to buy a nice car. You still want to buy a nice house. But you got to do it. To me, if you're not doing it from the right place, it's worthless. It's meaningless. You'll never be able to enjoy it, because even if you get your dream car, you get your dream house, if you hate the people you live with, how are you going to be happy? If your friends are always making fun of you, putting you down, making you feel bad, and that's not even a personal shot at you, maybe they're just really negative, depressed people that you're around, how are you going to be happy? How are you going to enjoy life? If you're miserable at your job and your boss yells at you every day, how are you going to enjoy your life? Even if you're rich and successful, you're going to feel like a very beaten down, encaged version of yourself, always waiting to break free. And your time is running out for that to happen. Why? Because one day you're going to die, And you're gonna wish you probably took some of the advice in this video. This has been All World Shifted. Feel free to subscribe if you like anything I said here. If it helps you in any way, definitely feel free to leave comments on anything you'd like me to open up more, or if you'd like me to make a video more of a response to more of your personal situation. Maybe I give you some more direct advice. Thank you for watching.